Go ahead, put it on real tight. Hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. Here around the chutes, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Going into Labor Day Weekend edition of Texas on Tap with Miss Helen, along with producer Kyle. Hello.
Howdy. I'm so excited for a holiday weekend.
Yeah, holiday weekend usually means working weekends for us.
Yeah, it's a busy one, but it's going to be a good time. And it also means the end of the craziest part of your year, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean,
sorta.
really, kind of, sort of. But yeah,
Nice.
I'll have a little more time to myself instead of being Miss Hospitality down here.
Yeah. Well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, but it doesn't interrupt our business.
Does not. We never stop. We keep going. What was man, I was so excited to tell you something right when we jumped on, but I can't remember what it was. It'll come to me.
Okay, I'm sure it will.
Okay.
Okay.
You do it.
Music. All right. Hang on. I got to do something here. All right. So I just released a radio. Of course, we're big fans of them. And sorry. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to say what just happened to me. And I'm fixing to say it's like the gas pump, Kyle. So Kyle,
am I having deja vu?
Kyle and I were signing on, and I had to keep pressing these buttons, and I was like, it reminds me of being at the gas pump trying to get gas, because they keep giving these prompts. Do you want the car wash? Do you want this extra injection, whatever, in your fuel? Anyway, so where was I? Where am I going to start? I'm going to start with
Yeah, there you go.
Start with just released a radio. Programmers, it's came to their inbox today. Darrin Morris Band has a new single. It's called Like Whiskey. It is so nice and smooth, literally like whiskey. But this is such a throwback. Another one of those good songs for the dance floor with the words and the tempo, the instruments in it. I thought the drum and the fiddle had such a perfect balance. And then all the other orchestration or instrumentation, whatever that was on there. But man, I love Darrin Morris Band already. We followed and covered all their music. Of course, had a chance to hang out with Darrin like last year. But anyway, so I was really liking that one. So congratulations on a great radio release. Looking forward to see what the numbers look like on that next week. Caitlin Butts is tearing it up with Jackson. I saw where it was only released just a couple of weeks ago, if even a couple of weeks ago. Her voice is amazing on this. And basically the whole thing was, the backstory was like, it was Johnny Cash's birthday. And she was just reminiscing about Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash. And kind of to paraphrase the backstory on the story, it was like, man, you know, what she had to put up with him being such an outlaw, and we all know the history, and you know how amazing she and he was. And so she turns this song into this, you know, empty promises from the guy and waiting on the ring, and I don't think I'll make it to Jackson with those empty promises, and gets to the point of no return. And so she crushed it on the part where she just finally says she's not going to live like that anymore. Right. Such emotion in this song, and her voice, I mean, Caitlin's voice is so amazing anyway, but the balance of the music, instruments with her voice, the lyrics, it just really draws you in. Yep. And she's got another good one on her hands.
Yeah, I have to add to that song quickly became my favorite on the record when it came out a couple months back. And like you said, she's such a good storyteller, but I know what you're laughing about.
We'll finish this up.
Okay,
we'll
cool.
Finish up and go to the third, and then okay, go ahead.
Okay, sweet. But so she man, she's like, on top of the great voice she has, she's just like, she's got to be at least one of my favorite storytellers, you know, of the past couple of years in music altogether. And I also just, you can't let a perfectly executed key change go to waste. So
I know.
I always got to point that out.
That was absolutely like the ta-da moment on that song. And of course, it, you know, it won't always be this way. It was such a great anthem song too. She has such a strong album, and this is another great single. I'm going to move to my number 3 pick, and then we'll go back and open up the tap room. So Josh Abbott Band's been a little busy with a little surprise. They have a Josh Abbott band, Josh Abbott and Friends Volume 1, where they've covered some cover songs. And in particular, they are covering Don't It Make You Want to Dance. And of course, that was an old Rusty Ware song from like the 1970s. And I think Bonnie Raitt recorded it for Urban Cowboy. Who else picked it up? Chris Ledoux.
Oh,
But
wow.
anyway, so it's like it's been through so many generations. And so what they've done is they pulled in Flatland Cavalry on this one and did a remake on that cover, Don't It Make You Want to Dance. So I would encourage everyone to check out it's a little 4-song EP. It's a volume 1, which means more is probably coming. But I have to tell you, this is the craziest thing. And I thought this was a song that I remember as a kid in the Houston area hearing that song Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road. You probably, Kyle, you're probably way too young.
Yeah.
I was young. And I mean, like, it brought back memories, but William Clark Green covers that with Josh Abbott
on that
this
record.
EP.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh, who would have done something like that? Go check it out. If you don't know, Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road. When I was a kid, like I remember that playing on Kick when it was AM in Houston or whatever. I know Boot Eye Boot Boot was what everybody listened to in Houston. And of course, we had KCO AM in Belleville. Maybe I heard it on that. I don't know. But all I know is I was like, surely this is not like the Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road song when I was a kid. And yes, it is.
Oh, man, that's so cool. I don't know how this slipped my radar. I have like vague memories of them announcing that it was going to happen, but I didn't realize that this 4-song EP was out. And it looks like it's just volume 1. So they're going to try and keep it going for a while. So.
And also Jamie Lynn Wilson's on there. So it's just a little 4-song EP. It's cover songs, taking it way back till I don't even know if I was in. There's probably like one song I remember. It was just a cool moment. Okay, so now we're gonna go back. I'm kind of bass backwards today. We're gonna open up the tap room because we talked about the new Darrin Morris Band song Like Whiskey. So we talked about all the descriptions. So here it is, Darrin Morris Band Like Whiskey. Hey, things don't always have to be perfect. So there's a good listen to the Darrin Morris Band Like Whiskey. I don't know how I got off topic like that.
Oh, I know. You were just so excited.
Just me. Anyway, yeah. So it hit the radio programmers just today.
See, it's funny. I was going to say that's a little secret that I've kept from you. It's kind of like a toss up every time we start who gets to go first, right? But it's always real hard to go first because you have to wait until the 3rd song to play the one that we picked. You know what I mean? So that's totally why you did it.
Yeah, because then we can roll into your tap room.
Exactly. So whoever gets to go second gets to start with their number 1 pick for the week.
Well,
so.
Cheers to me. I had a great train wreck, didn't I? We call that a train wreck in radio.
No, that wasn't a train wreck.
Okay. All right.
That was executed very nicely. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep it rolling. This song actually came out a few weeks ago, and I'm just now finding it. I'm really glad I did. It's the new song, still in the tap room. We're going to open it up and keep it playing. It's Josh Meloy and his new song, You Here Tonight. That chorus melody has been stuck in my head all week long. We've talked about Josh before a couple months back. He's been dropping all kinds of music, and I'm not going to lie, it took a long time after me finding out about him for his voice to grow on me, and it's truly one of a kind. It's super unique. I'm actually curious what, obviously he's got lots of fans because his numbers are doing amazing, but I'm curious what other people's listening experience is, just because it's, it's got this gravelly like thing to it, and it's not traditional really in any way, but this song is extremely traditional, and it's, oh man, the hook has just been stuck in my head. It's so good. And it's, it's not like lyrically fascinating. Some of the verse stuff is really cool, but like I don't know. I'm a sucker for those catchy melodies, and it's just that, and it hit the nail on the head. It's perfect.
And the thing is, you don't want to sound like somebody else or everybody
else.
Of
course not. Yeah. And he's definitely leaning into his own thing, and that's what I respect and like about him.
Yes. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Cool. I'm going to keep it going. Next up's our friend Taylor, actually 2 friends coming up, but Taylor Dunn finally put out Oklahoma today to streaming. Yeah. And that's the one she was talking about with us that she wrote with William Beckman. So great song. It's a really cool story. Its vocals sound phenomenal as expected. And the production's really great. So it's just an all around really good song.
Yes. You got to take a listen. All I can say, this is what I wrote down. Drop the pen for notes. I just want to listen.
Yeah,
That's all I wanted
Oh,
to
I
do.
like that.
Drop
That's
the pen
good.
for notes. I just got to take this song in, and the next one too.
Right. So this is another one. Like I said, a friend of the show, Clayton Mullen, just put out a brand new single today as well called "Wishing on an Airplane." And whenever he sent this one over, it's like I listened to it once all the way through, and all I could think about was that tagline at the end, because it ends melodically a little unusually, but like once it's set in, it's like, oh, that's awesome. You wrote that with Palmer, didn't you? Not to discredit Clayton at all. And he was like, yeah, I wrote it with Palmer. I guess the same two dudes that he co-wrote. South of somewhere. I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head, but
And Burnt Orange. No,
right. Well,
I
so
know
so
South of somewhere, not Maker's Mark. That was somebody else.
but so Brady Kuntz also co-wrote on this one. So
Anyway, well,
yeah.
I just want to remind everyone, go to your streaming and listen to it now. And let me remind everyone, when Clayton came on the podcast, he is such a sweetheart. He's 21 years old. He may have turned 22 by now. I don't know. But just a reminder, he's just 21. And secondly, he didn't really start playing till he was a sophomore in college, which means that was just a few years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is like, he's got something special. And we kept reiterating that to him. And when I heard this song, it was like, wow, where did this come from? Which I was shocked, but not really. So,
well, yeah, it's like, aside from the connections he's made in the last 2 years, he just has that like it factor thing, and it's gonna keep working for him. So
I mean, he just takes in everything. I think he takes in everything, and also it's just like he sings with such a heart and soul. Like it comes across in that song.
Absolutely. That's one thing that I can tell. I mean, every song he's put out so far, it's like none of it sounds like he's trying to appeal to anyone. He's just like writing his story and clearly pairing with the right people to help him get the point across. So killing it, Clayton. Keep it up, man. And that's it for me.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, we're gonna
now
look
it's
at
your turn again.
We're gonna look at the charts, and of course we're gonna look at Texas country music chart, because it's like Kaitlin Butts. We talked about Jackson, and I knew it had just been released like less than a week or 2 weeks ago, but she debuted in the top 100 at 62. The Josh Abbott band's Don't It Make You Want to Dance at 80. Mike Ryan's Die Running is at 83, debuted in the top 100. I've got to find that. I love Mike Ryan.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yes, I mean, it's like it's charting everywhere and getting ads everywhere. Drew Cooper's Whiskey and Smoke was also in there. So looking at the top 5, and of course Ariel was most added this week, which we're not surprised was Stuck. I'm still I cannot tell you how many times this week I listened to Stuck.
I've showed that song to more people than I've showed any song in the last 6 months, probably.
Me too. That song's amazing. Yep. So number 5 on the Texas country music chart this week is Mickey and the Motorcars, Stranger Tonight. They went from 8 to 5. David Adam Byrne stayed at 4. Jesse Robb Jr. stayed at 3. Casey Donahue went from 1 to 2, which means Flatland Cavalry took over number 1 on this chart with A Cowboy Knows How. CD Extraction Texas, Mickey and the Motorcars went from 6 to 5 with Stranger Tonight. Jesse Robb, okay, and then the rest of these stayed the same. Jesse Robb Jr., Working Man's Woman 4, Cody Johnson's Human at number 3, Casey Donahue at 2, and Flatland Cavalry at number 1. Texas Regional Radio Report, Case Harden.
Ooh.
Number 5.
Number 1, right?
No, he's getting
number
there.
5. Gotcha. Sorry.
He moved up from 7 to 5. He moved up from 7 to 5. I'm so excited for him. I can't wait. And then number 4 from 6 to 4 this week is James Robert Webb with Lovesick Drifting Cowboy. Mickey and the Motorcars from 5 to 3. Jesse Robb Jr. from 3 to 2. And Flatland Cavalry is at number 1 on this chart, also with A Cowboy Knows How. So that's a look at the charts. So I'm excited for Case.
Yeah,
and
me too.
James Land went from 10 to 7.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so got some good stuff going on there. Also, Curtis Grimes is moving up. I could go. I mean, that's why I try to limit myself, because like I could dig into these charts and like, but we just looking at the top 5. Everybody knows the website links to go find them if you want to do some research. So anyway, I think I'm just so distracted because I always get a little anxious when it's a holiday weekend, making sure I've got everything done and who's coming. My house is clean because like last weekend we had so many people in town visiting, not specifically here at the condos, like somebody had rented a beach house here. I mean, these are dear friends from like different multiple towns. Somebody was on Beach Road. Somebody was down here. Hey, we're coming by.
Absolutely. Of course,
Of
that's how it
course,
goes.
yeah, and of course, Saturday I fished the tournament, so Ron got to play the hostess.
Yeah, and
with
y'all
the
did real
mostess
good.
till I got home. Oh my gosh, I have a funny story. Yes, there were 69 teams. It was, of course, it's the Fort Bend Fishermen, Fort Bend CCA basically is the sponsor for and the host for this tournament. And it's been going on for a while, and everything benefits breast cancer. So
cool.
it's a great thing to fish, and it's all ladies. And of course, like everything else, I don't even have to be fishing a tournament. Most of 99% of the girls that fish these tournaments don't need help day in and day out on the boat. We do it all ourselves anyway.
Right.
So yeah, we headed out. Showers hit us first. But the interesting thing, anybody that fishes out there will get this, especially if you tournament fish, like with the conservation and what we're trying to do since the freeze with the bay, especially the flounder and especially the trout population. So this particular tournament, it was full stringer, trout, flounder, red, but what you could weigh in was inches, and they all had to be 21, 21, 21 inches, nothing over. Okay.
That's
so
weird. Wait, what's
yeah,
the minimum? Is it 21
well,
or is it...
well, no, they're all different. So this was kind of a happy median. Like,
Okay.
it's
That's
like
interesting.
yeah, it's all different. Like trout now is 17 to 23 and only keep
That's what I
3,
thought,
where
17,
it used to be 15 and you kept 5. But anyway, so we're like, I mean, we're just all like scratching our heads. It's like, okay, let's go fish, whatever.
Yeah.
And so right away we caught a 20 3/4 inch trout.
That's awesome.
And so then we started working on the flounder, and we got a 16, and it was like, okay, it was legal. So let's, we better hang on to it just in case.
Right.
So we kept trying to upgrade the flounder. And then it's like, when you're out there fishing, you think, oh, we have all this time, and the day goes by so fast. You hit the water at 6, weigh-in starts 2 to 4. You have to be in line at 4. That's a long time, right?
Right.
Not
Totally.
really. So with the last minute, we still had our same flounder. So the plan was, I had a particular flounder rig I was throwing. My other partner, she had a particular flounder, a plastic that she was throwing a down south, and then I had my rig on. And then our other girl, Melanie, we're like, you're the red girl. You do better with the bait. So we had some shrimp. So she was dropping down bottom over this ledge at this spot we like to fish for the red, mind you, which needed to be 21 inches. And we're like counting the clock. So Shannon hooked up with a no keeper flounder. And so this flounder coughed up a mullet. And so Melanie's husband was our captain. And he said, Melanie, he's real country. Melanie, put this mullet on. She was like, I can't even tell you what she told her husband. And she was like, you want me to put, no, it's gross. It's like the fish aren't going to want that. So she has it down at the bottom. She goes, all it's picking on it is crabs. We're wasting our time. It's just crab. And so I had cast it out, and she was like, did you hit my rod? I'm like, no, we don't roll like that. She goes, oh my God, I have a fish on. Ooh. 20.5-inch red.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Reel them in. Let's go, girls. so out of the
Sweet, that's epic.
So we got 5th out of the 69 teams, but it was nonstop. I mean, I think we maybe ate a little bit of Proshek summer sausage and cheese, like on it, moving from a drift. And I mean, but that's how you do. You don't sit down, you fish all day. So yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
were happy. We were blessed, and we were lucky. So it was a fun day. And luckily, it wasn't too bad. We had a little overcast, and we did have a little breeze. We didn't like just melt. It wasn't just unbearable.
Right. Yeah, it seems like it's starting to finally maybe cool down a little bit. I mean, I guess maybe just because it's been overcast and raining, but
yeah,
I guess I'm just looking forward to it.
All right. So now I saw the pictures with beautiful Bree and Kyle and everyone at Green Hall. That looked like a historical, epic moment in her career and for all of y'all.
Yeah, it was great. I don't think it could have gone any better. I have a funny story that I kind of want to tell, but I told everybody I would never talk about it again.
Okay, well.
I think I'm going to tell it though. So it's funny, and I'm over it now, but I was real stressed about it for a little while there, right before the show. So Bree got these these stickers that said single on them because it's a dream of, or I guess it was a dream of hers to, for two people to meet each other and fall in love because of one of her shows. So that was just like a little, fun little side thing to the show, but I knew she was really excited about it, and I totally forgot. So we sound check, do everything. I set up the merch. There's a friend of hers helping us with merch, and I go over to the meet and greet, and then I realize, oh shit, where are them stickers at? And she's like, oh, they might be here, they might be here. And so I can't find them. So I spend like an hour and a half just tearing apart the van, tearing apart our house, tearing apart the merch setup and everything. And then finally I found these stickers. So I could get into a little more detail, but I'm not gonna. I was stressed. I think I was just being a little hard on myself. Like I said last week.
Wait, but you're not going to tell us where you found the stickers. So is that the kicker to the story?
I mean, I found the stickers. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's not right. Okay, but that's cool.
Yeah, but anyway.
But that's a good thing. So Bree will she have those stickers like at all her shows?
Nope. The one time thing.
Really?
Yeah, we just did it once. They're all gone. Yeah, that was just a special little plus. It was real cool. A lot of her friends ended up coordinating to wear red because they knew she was going to wear red. And then it ended up being like most of the crowd wearing red. And obviously it was sold out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was just great. It was an unbelievable night. We all had a really good time. It was pretty emotional for a lot of us. So we had fun and a bunch of cool shows coming up this weekend. That's why I got distracted earlier. Actually, I was just racking my brain with all the shows that I know about going on this weekend. Especially since it's Labor Day, you've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for shows. So,
right.
I know John Stork's playing a bunch of shows. They're actually in Nashville right now, but they're going to be back. I'm pretty sure they're playing in Crystal Beach on Friday or maybe Saturday, and then they're playing at Lukenbach on Sunday. And I think Cody Hibbard's playing like 4 days in a row this weekend in Conroe at Pacific Yard House. And Trent Cowie's got a big weekend too. I know they're in Pottsboro at Bay at the Lake. And they've got a couple other shows. I know there's 3 shows they're playing this weekend. So get out and see some music. If you're in Houston, we're playing this big, it's like a shopping car show, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's real interesting.
That looks fun.
And it's a daytime show too. So, I mean, what else are you going to do during the day on Saturday in Houston? At George R. Brown, it's called the Ultimate Event, and we play at 2:00. So come check that out. And then CD release show round 2 at Brewster Street in Corpus on Sunday night. So come on out, hang out, drink a beer.
And everybody knows you go to Brewster Street once, you're going to, that's like one of my favorite places.
See, I'm really excited. I've never gone.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll love it. And
we played at House of Rock, I think is the only place I've ever been to down there, but that was years ago.
What is my friend's name that I worked with for so many years that works for Brewster Street? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I'll cover that next week.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
What is his name?
Lots of shows, busy weekend. It's going to be fun.
Okay. Well, everyone be safe, and y'all be safe in your travels, and all our musicians be safe on your travels with the other roads will be heavy with traffic. And so I'll do my grocery shopping tomorrow.
I need to do that too.
Actually, today.
Yeah. Well, it's
whatever.
Weird because since it's
I want to pre-shop.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, since it's a delayed weekend or it's an extended weekend, it feels like just a delayed weekend for me because tomorrow, normally I'm either rolling out, real early I say tomorrow, but rolling out real early on Friday. But we actually don't have a show tomorrow night. We have a early load in Saturday, so it'll be a full weekend nonetheless, but it's like, this is an 8-day week. So.
Well, all righty. Well,
okay.
Good
to see you. Hey, do all the stuff. I'm not going to give you all the spiel, but like us and tell your friends.
Just go to TexasToastPodcast.com. You can look at all the episodes. They're all listed there. Any social media, just share. And
I've put a lot of work into that website too. I think it looks pretty nice. So go check it out and tell me if you think it looks nice.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, have a great Labor Day, everyone. You too. And cheers.
Cheers.
And with a heavy tongue, she knew where I was from. As she left, I dared to say, well, you can go to hell. Hell, I'll go to Texas. I've had my fill of every place but home.